So, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred. I've always been passionate and I've always been driven. And then I just never knew where to put the energy. And I didn't grow up in a household where people taught me about money, people taught me about business. All I ever heard was, we can't afford it. We can't afford it. We can't afford it. Why do you have to do that? Why do you have to look like that? Why? So it was all this negative going on. And there's a distinction that I really want to share with people. I got told that I was hard headed because I didn't do what, and this, my mother didn't know any better, but she was trying to get me to think like her. And so it's just like, why do you have to be so hard headed? And what I realized is hard headed was me actually fighting for my own sovereignty and freedom when I was a little kid. I had no idea. So I was the bad kid. I was the hard-headed kid. I was the kid that got in trouble all the time, the mischievous one, the one who graduated third from the bottom in his high school because he didn't want to effing try, and third from the bottom in a class, 1,500 students in my class of '98, and it wasn't until I would say years just went by and I was like, man, there's got to be a way, there's got to be a reason that these people that are less talented than me, they're winning at life, they're flying across the world, they're making all this money, they're becoming entrepreneurs, they're retiring their parents. And here I am with all of this talent and ego and self-hatred and bad health. There was so many things that I didn't even realize that I could create and author my life. So I would always say, can it get any worse? And my life kept getting worse and worse and worse. And then it hit a point where I hit rock bottom. I'd say in 2009 to 2011, I was living in my car. My girlfriend had just broken up with me because I couldn't take care of myself. My mom was dying in the hospital. Everybody in my family was overweight. Slightly over $200,000 in debt because I hadn't paid taxes for the last 7 years. Actually, the last 10, they can only get you for 7. My daughter pretty much disowned me because I didn't even know how to love myself. And then it was August 2011 at 3:43 in the morning. I tried to take my life twice that week, and it didn't. I even failed at that. And then I reached my breaking point, and I just said, "Okay, I'm tired of fighting. I don't want to fight anymore. I want to be healthy. I want to be happy. I want to be surrounded by nothing but positive people. I just want to inspire people, and I want to make a bunch of money, but I want the money to represent something that I passionately believe in, that I would do for free. Just show me a sign." And to wrap it up, a week later, I'm at the gas station with my last $2, and a homeless guy walks up to me and asks me for money. And I said, "You have more money than me." And he said, "Change your mindset, change your life." It wasn't the words, it was the energy behind the words that stopped me in my tracks. And probably for the first time in my life, made me think, wait a second. So if my mind is set on something, that's why the result is what it is. So if I do different with the same circumstance, then my life, then my life will change. Well, it's been almost 10 years to the day. November will be 10, August will be 10 years, almost 10 years. And every day I find something where I have resistance, probably in areas of my life where I'm not happy or I'm dissatisfied or something's not moving the way I want to. And if I don't want to do it, I say, change your mindset, change your life. And I do the opposite. So 10 years of being far removed from the habitual patterns that I was stuck in had me reading books, going to seminars, getting healthy, staying in instead of going to nightclubs, stop chasing women and chasing a better version of myself. And on the other side of everything I would never do came the life that I always wanted, that has surpassed my wildest dreams.